Steel Toe Morning Show.
Hey, don't hate us. Don't hate him. Don't hate me. It's not our fault. Good evening and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. That's Johnny. I had it the first time. That's Johnny. April's not feeling well tonight, so she's gonna skip this evening. Against her overbearing boss's orders, who said, "You get your fucking ass in there, I swear to God, I'll fire your ass on the spot and I'll fucking replace you with Johnny." And she looked at me and she said, "Those aren't the kind of tits that people want." She didn't say that, but I thought it would have been a good comeback. She called my bluff. I did not fire her on the spot, but I did reach out to Johnny, and Johnny said, "I'll do it." And I said, well, you know, I'd try to make a deal with Johnny, because he'll just say yes. So no, hear me out. You can zoom in tomorrow then too, because you've done 3 shows in a day now. And yeah. Johnny's like, okay, thank you. And I'm like, no, you don't say thank you. I say thank you. You get to do the show from home tomorrow because I'm working you like a dog.
Well, yeah, and I've got a really, really big day tomorrow planned with game stuff, so
well, for God's sake, I can't get in the way of that.
Twist my nipples and say, "Hey, how about you stay home?" Like, yeah, that's gonna be hard. I'll do it from home.
Do me one quick favor, pot yourself up on your end just a little bit. I don't want to have to. Yeah, I don't want to have to turn you up too much on mine. You're good. Right. But yes, we have a great show for you tonight. You know, I go, no, April, it's going to be a different evening show. Johnny's going to be here. Monday Night Football's on, which is always, I always can't wait for the end of football season when it comes to Monday night streams, because you might as well just stab me in the fucking gut. But I don't want the football season to be over because, as Johnny heard when he logged in, I do nothing but listen to Vikings shit all day.
Well, I'll give you this. It sounds really, really really inspirational for the Vikings. I was listening. And you're just listening to the story of this quarterback who apparently, by the way, is just kicking ass and taking names in the role. And you listen, I don't want to go into this too much because sports ball. But again, I'm not a big football fan. But you're all right. So this guy has been passed around like a fucking hockey puck, and he has gone to this team. He's gone to that team. He's listed. He's unlisted. He's active. He's deactivated. Like, he has been given so many opportunities, but then they take it away from him at the last minute. And every time they're like, he looks good. We like him, but whatever. And then he ends up in this position. And now people are like, how hard is the world kicking itself for not giving Dobbs a chance?
You understand that, this is why people get into sports. It's the storylines. It's the pro wrestling. It's the inspirational stories.
That's why I avoid them, because I already have enough of those to deal with in the wrestling and game world.
That's why the internet, Reddit, Discord type people don't get into football or sports, because the stories are always uplifting and motivational, and they're like, no, why doesn't the other guy call the guy a piece of shit? They fucking hate each other. Like, that's not what we do. It's like, it's a band of brothers getting together and playing a game. They're like, that's fucking stupid. Where's
the chicken and make it lame and gay?
Yeah. Where's the rage and the insecurity and the lack of masculinity? I'm like, this is all masculine. That's all this is. is masculinity. I'm mad at my dad. Okay, we understand. And my mom. All right. We got it. But
which one is it really?
But I love that you listened to one clip of me listening to something about Josh Dobbs and you like instantly got it. You're like, holy shit, I was getting sucked into how cool of a story this was.
Well, yeah, I mean, I played hockey and stuff. I'm not adverse to sports. Like I said, when you hear about a guy that has been on all of these teams, he's asked to step up time and time again, and without fail, just like, yeah, dude, I'll do it. I'm there. And every time, like, all right, thanks for nothing. Bye.
Fuck
and
off.
You just like, you'd feel like just this to quote a game you know nothing about. You'd feel like he's just the gleeful bunny, and the world is kicking him every time it can in the nuts. And then he gets this one opportunity because our dream quarterback, whatever, that we signed for way too much money, just randomly fluke incident pops his Achilles heel like Megan Rapinoe. And
but see, the difference is I was sad when it happened to Kirk. I mean,
well, I argue it didn't really happen to Megan. But anyway, so yeah,
you think
it
she was
happens?
No, I bet you it did happen because you know when those girls are on their period, their bone density is shit.
I watched her walk off the field.
Oh, well, maybe she's just that tough of a guy. And no, I didn't misspeak.
No, it was her last game, and so she had to put on a good showing. She injured herself.
You think she's that dramatic of a twat?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She didn't even play her last game. It was in the warm-up phase. It was like 5 minutes into the game. No contact hit. Walks off the field and says that this is proof there's no God.
And to those of us who don't like her, we would say this is all the proof we needed that there's a God.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, no, this is quite ironic. You in front of a group of people just chose to make yourself a victim and walk out of your last game. Way to go.
See, now I was going to do the Rapinoe thing tomorrow because I was going to make the title of tomorrow's episode "Oh No Rapinoe." You like it?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh No Rapinoe. That's all right.
We can save it for that.
Jot it down. We're going to do that one tomorrow. All right, guys. So I was going to have no confidence in the two fat guys doing a show together at night, and I said, you know what? I'll cop out. I'll do a VIP drawing tonight. And with like 15 minutes to go before the show, I said, you know what? No, fuck that. We're going out on our shield. 250 goal. We're going with the evening show max goal, the full one. And we're and goddamn it, if we die, we die fighting. None of this cowardly let's do a drawing shit. So, you want 30 minutes of overtime tonight? Let's give us outrageous amounts of money. Here's where it works best, Johnny. Just one big whale comes in and gets us off to an insane start. And then the rest of them piecemeal it together from there, $5-10 at a time. Now, here's what else you could do. Everybody just throw an obscene amount of money at us, and we'll knock this thing out in no time. I will admit, you guys don't like to go that route. You like to take bets on what will be the odor of Aaron's stress sweat today. And then once you get the wafting odor in your lungs, you go, okay, now let's get that goal so we can get 30 extra minutes of this show and our workday can go by faster. I understand it. I get it. Believe me. But
it's weirdly garlicky after Gino's been here, strange.
It's, well, no, that's my breath. Get it? I'm sucking his dick. All right, let's catch up with you guys in the chat. That means YouTube and Rumble. Here's the favor you guys can do us. If you can't throw us a couple of bucks, we still love you being here. Hit like, hit subscribe on both platforms, wherever you're watching. We appreciate it. And if, you know what? We go over today. We go over the goal. Half goes to tomorrow. Half goes to Johnny for being here. So if that's a motivation for you guys to get ridiculously generous, that's cool. Knock out the goal, then half of it all goes to Johnny. Deal? Done. And he's on tomorrow, so he can tell you whether I paid him or not. Corey says Dobbs should be re-signed at the end of the season. All right, everybody, look, this is what I hate about football. Everybody just fucking chill. You heard Johnny a little bit ago. This guy's been passed around like Brandy Love at a convention. So let's not get fucking goofy all of a sudden. Yeah, we can get Josh Dobbs for cheaper and then fuck Kirk Cousins in his asshole. Kirk was playing really high-level $50 million a year football for us. Dobbs looks great. All I'm saying is we should give him more than one start before we replace the guy who was leading the league in passing before he got injured. That's all. I think that's reasonable. We'll see. Look, there's one thing you can't deny. We were 4-4 when Kirk left.
Right.
If we go like 12-5, let's say we only lose one more game the rest of the year. If we go 12-5 and we win the division and we win a playoff game, then yeah, you got to say, fuck Kirk Cousins in his asshole. Let's re-sign Josh Dobbs and let's build this whole offense around a 28-year-old who we can get, 4 or 5 more years out of at least. Great. I'm in. Let's do it. But let's still reserve the right to change our mind just in case this thing, as the kids say, regresses back to the mean. And maybe Josh Dobbs becomes a little more human and we get a whole, 7-8 game picture of him. That's all. I don't.
Cut to next week. Aaron's wearing a Dobbs jersey. Dobbs forever. It's the Dobbs dynasty.
Fuck that. I'm going to get the jersey tomorrow. I'm just still saying we should still be reasonable. Do as I say, not as I do.
Not as I do.
Nick the Milkman says, becoming a member for his 18th month, says, on the topic of football, how about the horrendous face mask call against the Vikes Sunday? Yeah, I don't know who saw it, but our pass rusher, Daniil Hunter, had his helmet ripped off his head by the opposing offensive lineman when he was trying to block him. And they called Daniil Hunter for illegal hands to the face. It was a play where New Orleans,
was he too beautiful?
New Orleans was going to have to give the ball back to us. It was a 3rd or a 4th down, and they didn't convert. But they threw a flag and said that our guy put illegal hands to the face. I swear to God, it made me in my living room go, football's fucking rigged. They're trying to keep New Orleans in it because it was such a bad call. I mean, the guy literally put his hands up under Hunter's chin and pushed his helmet off, and they called Hunter for illegal hands to the face. Remarkable. Did
they think Hunter was stealing the other guy's hands? How are they?
Maybe that's what it was.
They weren't his hands.
It was racism. They just saw a black guy and they said, "Oh, he must have stole." That's all. Loaded Wrench says she fell with nobody around her. Oh, they're talking about April. Oh, they're saying what happened to April. Oh yeah, I killed her. I murdered her.
She got stampeded by a deer.
No, I took an axe and I caved her face in because she was talking smart. And we'll be fine. Like, everything's going to be okay. Everybody just relax. She's dead. We move on. I mean,
someone saw that bank statement with that OnlyFans account in it, didn't they?
And I went, funny now, isn't it, whore? And then, look, I've killed.
Spend those zeros in hell.
I've killed, like, a lot of my own co-hosts, and we've moved on from each and every one of them just fine. So don't worry about it. We'll be okay. If you guys want to chip in a couple of bucks for April's funerals, we are starting a GoFundMe. So that all is as God wills it. Oh my God. Hobo Chili Recipe just sent me a really fat blackface souvenir woman with giant tits and said, "This will be the new Shaka. I will find this for you. I'm on a mission."
Okay.
Thank you, buddy. Let's keep up. Hobo also says Megan Rapinoe has a bigger pecker than both of you.
That is true.
I'm not going to say it's true.
I've seen it.
I'm not going to say it's true, but I'm going to say it's possible. My pride won't let me say that it's true. Dying standing on a giant loaf of bread like Custer, says Amanda Hug and Kiss. I get it. We've also got Yasser Arafatass says 75% of soccer players are gay. The other 25% don't know they're gay. Hobo says that color is not nice on you. You look like canned cranberry sauce. I love the Aristococks. They've given a huge shot in the arm to this chat since they found this show. They're the only group of fans. And, I laugh and I toy with my haters all the time. I love them. I think they're great. As Tampa Terry once said, my haters make me famous. I wouldn't be awesome at what I do if they weren't following me around like a lost puppy. But it's the ones who love me, like the Aristococks. And look, we have all kinds of groups of fans. We have the original radio people. We have the Bubba the Love Sponge people. We have the ROTC people. We have the Aristococks. We have all of these people. And all of them shit on me and try to be as funny as possible. And none of these people ever get to me. But for some reason, the Aristococks just know which screw to turn that makes me go, all right, I felt that, like in my bones.
That's mean.
That was mean,
Ow.
and it hurt my feelings. So Hobo is the only one. Like when I put this shirt on, I went, I've been eating a little too much today. I feel chubby. And then the first thing he does is says, you look like canned cranberry sauce. And he just knows, he knows the insults that I was thinking in my head before he said them. It's fucking weird. Because I thought I looked like canned cranberry sauce. Now it has to be true because he said it publicly. I'm not going to read the person that said canned cranberry sauce has more definition. That's just too mean-spirited. That goes way too far.
Hurtful.
Look, we were having fun, you son of a bitch, Magnum DUI. This wasn't fun.
I was all right with being cylindrical. Don't you dare say spherical, you son of a bitch.
Kevin Brennan's wife's baggy meat sleeve says, "Goddamn, Johnny is whiter than my husband's ass cheeks."
That is true.
By the way, KBWBMS, could you please keep the bit going in Gino's chat that you hate my guts? I want to see if he ever picks up on the fact that you're a fan of our show and a member of our channel. Fauci's Pangolin says, Dobbs will play okay when we sign him for 3,200 yards and 16 touchdowns and go 4-13 next year. See, that's what you worry about with guys who don't have a track record of, really good play. Hobo Chili with our first $9.99 tonight says, this is for Johnny. Keep your freakishly small hands off it, you plate of mashed potatoes in an obnoxiously tight shirt. You shouldn't be having skin spillage. I don't. Look, this is all baggy. This is not my body. By the way, he's laughing right now going, him pulling at this shirt. Aaron doesn't realize this is a win for me.
Yeah, that's a victory dance.
Aaron has to prove that that's not skin spillage.
Yeah, I'm sure he's clipped this by now.
Thank you, Hobo Chili Recipe. That's very generous of you. Soft Weekly says, Vikings stand no chance, Lions Nation. Boy, if Softcast wasn't already one of the most obnoxious motherfuckers on earth, he's a Lions fan too? Jesus Christ, you really are sent from hell, Soft. You really are sent from hell. Beluzier, becoming a member for his 17th month, says, I miss the awkward threesome night shows. Those were a mess. Everybody trying to get their shit in. Oh, my God. I realized, that was when I realized I can't.
You two trying to play grab ass and me trying to be like, yeah, I'll just look over here for some reason.
I can't handle three people at once. No. God damn it.
But it ain't for lack of trying.
Root says Aaron's storing April's dead body trying to fuck it back to life. My attorney has told me not to comment or deny that at all. Killer Beehive says I'm a WATP person. All right, WATP. Oh, compound people also. None of them are mean. The Aristococks are actually mean. Geese Artel says there's only like 5 of us radio fans left. Then why are our shows always full? There's too many of you left, quite frankly. Continuing. Sorry, guys. I'm in scroll mode. Scroll. I just want to catch up real quick. It's April's cranberry puree week, if you catch my drift, says Alex.
Oh.
See now that's a period joke. Help Solve says Lions fans never hurt anyone but themselves. Lions fans since 1977, and they've never done anything. Clearly, I'm mentally ill, and I like abuse. You guys are leading the division this year, and I don't like it. I got Lions fans in the chat saying, Kings of the North. You stop it right now. Carlos says it's good to know that the 10th anniversary show will be an orgy at Stoney's.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, I got quite a few people I need to thank as we move on here in tonight's show. Remember, if we knock it out tonight, half of everything we go over goes to the show. Half of everything we go over goes to the one and only Johnny for being here tonight.
That'll be awesome.
Oh, my God. We've got Johnny Needs a Hooker from Jeff for $20.
Thank you.
Matthew with $5 says, I ain't got much, but here's something easier to donate at night. Great show. Thanks, guys. Charlie sucks. I woke up at 4 a.m. to go to work. Kiki was still doing her birthday stream. That dumb motherfucker called in and kept calling in. Ruined my breakfast. And Oz threw us $50.
Holy shit. Thank you, Oz.
Thank you, buddy. That's very kind. That's going to put us at 175 for this evening. There you go, guys.
That's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you very, very much. The Streamlabs, the PayPal, the Venmo, the links are all in the chat. 175 away. You guys are making, holy shit, some great pace this evening. Thank you a ton. Everyday Vapes with $10 says RIP in Minecraft, April. No. RIP in real life. She's dead. She's dead, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I'm going to set her body on fire and cast her ashes to a strong east wind.
Just make sure to put the dragon eggs with her.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to remember that one, too. I'm going to have the kids actually light her funeral pyre. I think it'll be very, very poetic if the kids do it. We're going to dress them all like druids and have them light the funeral pyre. I've given a lot of thought to this. See, people think that I just murdered her in cold blood, like it was a crime of passion. I've been working up to this for some time.
It's mostly just because I can't get the deposits back. It's like, we got to do this.
Thank you, Everyday Vapes. 170 away now. Thanks, boogers. Appreciate it. Wait, no rest in peace. Oz says cheeseburger pie. Apparently not. Oh, by the way, 15 members away from 600. So if you guys want to gift some memberships, very, very cool. Barry Bostwick with $20 says, how awesome was Kirby Puckett? Never forget, number 34. Yes, he was fantastic. I love when people like mention athletes that we weren't talking about. And then I'm sitting there going, wait, is there another shoe that's going to drop on this one? Like, is he going to call Kirby Puckett the N-word? Or did he just want to say something nice about Kirby? And by God, the guy just wanted to say something nice about Kirby. MSO says, what's with you people? You're donating to a serial killer. No,
Yeah.
No. A serial killer kills multiple people. I've killed
Well,
one
you just
person.
said you've taken out your other co-hosts.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You
So,
know
I
what?
mean,
My
other than
lawyer
the fact
was
that
right.
Oz
No,
proved he's alive.
my lawyer was right. I shouldn't have said anything. That's on me. Hulkamasha Baby says, did she die killing Stellan Skarsgård's kid? Did I do a King Arthur reference and I didn't even know it? Do you know how fucking... Because that's the second person that said King Arthur reference. Nice. Boom. Did I do a King Arthur reference without even... Oh, yeah,
no
cast my ashes to a strong east wind.
East win.
I am such a fucking dork that I made a King Arthur reference. It's just, you understand that wasn't even a movie reference to me. It just entered my lexicon, and it's just part of, like, words I say.
Have you seen the Clive Owen one recently or something? Or
Oh, I watch it all the time. I love that fucking movie.
it is a goddamn good King Arthur movie.
It's a remarkably underrated King Arthur movie. To me, it's the King Arthur movie.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know a better one. Like, yeah, no, because even
Find me. Okay, at least give me this. Even if you're having trouble right now, Stellan Skarsgård, best villain in a King Arthur movie.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, the one that fucking what's his name from the Sons of Anarchy did.
Ron Perlman?
No, not Ron Perlman. Charlie Dunham.
Oh, Charlie Dunham. Okay, I don't know that one. Oh, the one that was on Netflix forever and a day.
Yeah,
I know what
it
you're
had
talking
kind
about.
of this weird kind of attitude and vibe to it. It was all right, like as a movie, but as a King Arthur movie, I don't know. With God, Jude Law is the bad guy in that one.
Oh, yuck! I don't hate Jude Law, but he's a babyface to me.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
My big juicy Negro lips with 199 says for the crippled fella. Should I be a hack and like once a month we do a Rumble only movie watch along night?
Yes, and I want to be part of one of those.
I would do King Arthur. God damn it!
Hey, Clive, are you busy?
I
got a date.
Gay shit pops out of my mouth all the time.
Case in point.
Gay. Everything out of my mouth. Gay. Just cocks and cocks and cocks and cocks and cocks and cocks and balls and balls and balls and. Sorry, guys. I'm having a gay night. It's my fault. Thank you to my big juicy Negro lips for $1.99. We do appreciate your contributions to this program. $5 from Julius Presley says, "Where's the girl, pig loaf?" It hurts more
We
when they
already
use
discussed that. He apparently
when they use the
he did away with her.
when they use the animations. It hurts me more. I just need to let that be known. Thank you. That puts us at 150. Gino's Loaf Piggy Gaping Hole with $4.99 says, hey, do you guys remember Bartolo Colon? I'm still fatter than him. War Johnny taking over the show. Late. Thank you to Gino's Gaping Loaf Piggy Hole. Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, did April have to lay down soon? Because she's a little bit tired and she's been sick for a day and a half and not been feeling good. God, of all the things for you guys to make into a bit, fuck you for making that one a bit.
That one made it to my show today too. Somebody came into my show going, "Hey Johnny, I just want to let you know I'm doing all right, but I think I'm going to sit down for a bit." I'm like, "It's not. That doesn't even belong here. It's not our bit."
I just love that people come in and announce that they're going to go lie down because they're tired. Oh, fuck, is that good? Well, thank you guys very much. You're down to 145 for tonight, and we haven't even really done anything yet. So thank you very much for your vote of confidence. I appreciate it. If we go over tonight, half goes to the show, half goes to Johnny. Hey, would you like to see a clip that Zen Rhino put together?
Yes, I would love to see a clip.
All right. Let's take a look. I'm excited.
And I want to be part of one of those.
I would do King Arthur. I hate the ones where I catch it and it's too late.
Yeah. And I want to be part of one of those.
I would do King Arthur. What I meant to say was I would do a watch along of the movie King Arthur on Rumble
right
one night. That's what that was supposed to be. Red Fox Mad, 18 months a member. Thank you, buddy. Says Anthony Barr is coming back. I think the Lions will win the NFC North. Vikings will be one playoff game and out. Thanks, pal. But yes, Anthony Barr is back. We signed Anthony Barr. I'm very excited about that for nothing more than nostalgia reasons. Another clip from Zen Rhino. Are you ready?
Yeah.
That's I can't handle three people at once. Don't. No. God damn it. I mean, I really have had a gay night so far, and we're not even a half hour into the show. It's just
not even Christmas.
It's getting ridiculously homo in here. Smoking in Utero becoming a member for their 16th month. Loaded Wrench with $2 says, I'm tired and got to get ready for work in the morning. Thank you. Loaded Wrench. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships. 145 is the number. Thank you guys for your generosity. Have you heard of the Coke and Condom Challenge?
No.
Do you feel like losing a couple IQ points and losing all faith that anyone younger than you could ever effectively lead us as a society?
I mean, I don't say I had much of that faith to begin with, but sure, let's get rid of it.
You down with watching some of that? Apparently, there's a new trend called the Coke and Condom Challenge. And what you do is you put a condom over your head down to about the bridge of your nose. Okay? You with me so far?
Okay. Right.
And then you take a bottle of Coke and you jam it up inside the condom. And then you shake the Coke up and you unscrew the cap. And you have the Coke shoot into the condom that's wrapped around your face. Retarded, right?
Right.
There's no, there are some of these challenges where I get it. There's like if you can do this for this long, or there's like some kind of, maybe not a skill, but a challenge to it. The Coke and Condom Challenge is just people doing something remarkably retarded that will come to the same result as the last person who tried it. Like if you do the jump over a flaming bonfire challenge, some people will clear it. Some people will get through. Some people will fall in and burn themselves up. It's hilarious. But the Coke and Condom Challenge is going to be the same thing every time. The retard will get Coca-Cola all over his face, hair, and eyes.
Yeah. It just seems like I really want to see the person that somehow magically pulls it down just too far and then drowns themselves in Coca-Cola.
Well,
that would be hilarious.
Keemstar's Drama Alert channel on Twitter just tweeted this randomly, and I found it just came up in my feed. I Show Speed does Coke and Condom Challenge. And I Show Speed is like not a prank YouTuber, but he's one of these. It's honestly, Johnny, this guy has more followers than you and I will ever have combined times the next 14 people in the world that have, I mean, probably millions of followers, this guy.
Right.
And when I watch stuff like this as a broadcast professional who's had, mid-market radio dominance, like I've proven that I'm very good at drawing a crowd and doing an entertaining program, and then bringing that show to the internet and keeping it alive, I'm like, wow, I feel really good about myself. Even though I'm a nobody on the internet, I still feel good that my audience feels that the product is still good enough to financially support. And then I go,
How do you feel now?
Right. And then I wonder, what would it be like if I had a huge following where just fucking ad revenue paid for the show and I didn't have to ask my audience for a goddamn dime? You know what's crazy is those people don't need to ask for a goddamn dime, and they make a fuckload of them on memberships, ships and super chats and whatnot. So this guy, I Show Speed, I see a guy like him, I check his numbers, and I go, why do I even get up in the morning? Why do I try? Why do I even put in an effort? Am I more talented than this man? 1,000,000 times more talented than this man. Have I made more people laugh? Yes, 1,000,000 more people. Am I funnier? But to the moon and back. Will I ever have his money or level of success? No.
That's because you're not willing to do the Coke condom challenge, man.
Let me tell you something, Johnny. I'm willing to do a lot of things if I knew they'd get me to a certain level. But they won't. Because I get medical misinformation strikes, and I get hate speech strikes, and I say a lot of fucked up shit you're not supposed to say. Why? Because I think it's funny, and it entertains me, and it makes me laugh. So then when platforms kick me off, or when platforms go, yeah, we're throttling the shit out of your reach, we don't want people to see you, you're fucking stupid. I can't help myself. But then I watch a guy strap a condom over his head and, fill his face with Coca-Cola, and I go, I'm not more retarded and dangerous than that piece of shit. And I'm way more talented than him, and he has way more people watching him.
So what you're saying is you need it like in writing or something that the condom Coke challenge leads to, of course.
Right. I don't, you didn't think about that part? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. A certain group of people see really stupid shit on the internet and they go, oh, he crazy. Oh! I'm sorry I ain't wah-ha-hoo-ha ignorant and crazy. I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. Aaron, you just sound bitter and jealous. Have you been here long?
Well, that can be true.
Right. That can be true, and I can also be right. Both things can be true at once. All right, let's watch this. This is the Coke and Condom Challenge.
I'm getting distracted with how messy this place looks.
No. You're doing it to yourself. If there was like a CIA guy there waterboarding you, first of all, I'd be jacking off. Second of all, then I could understand you going, no. You're doing this to yourself. You look like an asshole. And then you're playing it up like, oh my God, I had no idea what would happen if I put skin-tight latex over my face, shoved a Coke bottle in there, shook it up and opened it. Bananas that it sprayed all over the place and stayed contained inside the condom. That's crazy. My dad said that those things break all the time.
Hence how I got here.
For the love of Christ. Oh my God. Oh, that was April. The laundry. I was looking to the right, and the laundry room door had opened by itself. And for a minute, I went, I'm fucking shutting off the computer and going upstairs. But it was her. She was at an end I couldn't see, and she had pushed it open with her hand. I was ready to get the fuck out of here.
So you thought you were haunted for a minute?
Yeah, I was ready to get the fuck out of here. But I ain't afraid.
Who are you going to call?
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. We're good. All right, we're back. I'll tell you this, though. I'm going to delete a bunch of shit real quick. Delete, close, Minimize. Empty recycle bin. There we go. All right, we're back, guys. Don't leave me. I need you. You're my friends. Stay here and love me forever and ever. Amen. Yeah, we just had OBS took a shit on us, but I've got such a checkered past with strikes and bans and shit like that every time that goes
Who's to know?
Every time that goes wonky, I'm just like, oh, fucked again. Here we go. So we're back. We're good. Everyone refresh. Here. Refresh. Refresh.
Loaded wrench, that's the same thing April said.
Where'd the black guy go? Hey, wait a minute. Turtle says the stream was just tired. It needed to lay down.
Oh, no.
Is that what it was?
Everyone. That bit needs to die. That bit needs to go lay down.
JJ Lynn with $1 says, just got here and I'm happy I'm not the only one that thinks he killed April. But I admitted it. Alrarix with 777 says, for luck to get rid of that ghost that fucked up the stream. Oh, shit. It was the ghost.
Yeah.
So you're the ghost, are you? That OBS with that stupid little boy? Did he
die?
And that we always talk about that. That is the best part of his dickishness, is not if he asked him, did his child die, but he gives him
the little inflection at the end.
It's little, like, please answer me. I'm asking if your boy died. So you, like, when I was a kid, Tavington, like Jason Isaacs, like that was my dude, because that character was the most hateable, I wanted him to die villain of my entire childhood. Because I'm like, he's just a shitty British motherfucker. I really want that guy to die. He's one of the first villains I remember in a movie where I was like, I hope they kill him violently. Like, I hope they take him apart piece by piece.
And it is not fun.
Right. And you remember how he gets it.
Several hits, I think.
He gets the bayonet in the gut. Because remember, he's going to chop off Mel Gibson's head. Mel Gibson ducks it, gives him the rifle bayonet right in the gut, and then stands the gun up so that Tavington is like
forced in a standing
on
position?
the gun. And then he takes the bayonet from another gun, removes it, and then shoves it right through his throat. And do you remember the line?
Fucking
Tavington says before he swings the sword, he goes, "Kill me before the war is over, will you? Well, it seems you are not the better man." And then he swings and misses.
My son was a better man.
And he goes, "No, my sons were better men." Oh, shit. And then shoved a fucking bayonet right through his neck. Right through his piece of shit neck. That little asshole. All right, I missed a few super chats while we were all fuckied there. Johnny's FDR blanket with $4.99 says, I prefer Johnny, not the guy that looks like he's retaining water on a Poseidon scale. Try pushing away from the table, fatty. Johnny rules. You'll never know how much that hurts my feelings.
Thank you.
Sid Seraph with $9.99 says, Aaron, I told you to give April a night off, not turn her life off. Well, look, man, I only know one direction, and that's forward. That's forward. I think I'm all caught up on the super chat end of things. We got Alrarix. Yes, Victor, becoming a member for his 18th month, says, tell me about Ohio. Mark Atkinson says it was April's ghost. We know you chopped her up and buried her in the backyard. If I buried her in the backyard, she wouldn't be able to attack. Sid Seraph says, yeah, some super chats were there before April's ghost attacked. Well, guess what? I got them all caught up. We're 1:30 away from tonight. Again, anything we go over tonight, half of it goes to tomorrow morning, half of it goes into Johnny's pocket. So if you're feeling generosity tonight, you know it goes to a good place. Thank you guys very much. So we're good with the Coke and Condom Challenge, right?
Yeah, it seems incredibly dumb. And I think the only thing I was surprised about was learn that he was screaming no because he didn't get the challenge right. That's why he was screaming no.
That was it?
Yeah, because he technically didn't do it. Because it started spilling out too fast.
No, I didn't do it. 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 I didn't do it.
Up.
I didn't do it. 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 Chat, that wasn't the one.
I can't get over 10,250 subscribers. I sit here. I give opinions. I put myself out there. I tell jokes. I say horrible things about people. I entertain the masses.
I am prettier than this man.
This cannot be I show speed, father. I am prettier than this man. My father says, stop stalling and answer the fucking question. It's bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. I wish I could appeal to low-rent retards in Gen Z like these people can. God, it must be nice. Pork Chops Talk, becoming a Baby Boot member. Thank you very much. Keep those memberships going. I think we're probably only 12 or 10 or a dozen away from getting to 600. Intro Wave says, shouldn't he be saying yes? I don't know. Should we look up how you do this thing properly?
I guess. What the fuck is the point? I still have yet to understand what is the point of the challenge.
It's not a challenge. You're just dumb.
Well, yeah, duh. You're doing a TikTok challenge. I mean, that's dumb in and of itself. But what is the actual aim? Like, what is the goal?
Diet Coke Mentos Condom Challenge. That's 2015. Is that the same thing?
Hello everybody! So I did the condom challenge not too long ago and I failed miserably.
Just like your parents. Tried the condom challenge, failed miserably. Is this the... Oh no, this is one where they drop condoms.
Yeah, this seems
That's
ridiculous.
Bullshit. God, they really are dumb, aren't they? Not minorities. I meant the people who are entertained by this stuff. I just want to make it very clear. I wasn't saying that blacks and Mexicans are dumb. I was saying the people that enjoy this shit are really, really dumb. That's what I meant. What did
Anyone that's aiming to use a condom and a bottle of Coke, and again, okay, so they call it a challenge. What is the challenge? Like, that's my question. What is the challenge? Challenge implies there's a level of difficulty. And again, what are you supposed to do that's so challenging?
Okay, so this is, I guess this is him doing it properly.
Okay.
There's another clip.
2 more.
Oh, it's over his face now.
It's still really fucking stupid.
This whole thing is dumb. Although I might
There's only one just way for this to end.
If we had a
69 people hung in there with us. Hey, Macarena. Thank you guys very much. I believe that is the end of our issues. I'm going to get all the chats back up. We're going to head back in here. We're going to talk to everyone really, really nice. I'm going to pop out the chat. I'm going to, apparently I missed some super chats. I'm going to catch up on those. And by golly, by gosh, guys, are we just going to have a great fucking show? Let's go to the live stream here. Oh, I got some of our Rumble people hanging around. Hey,
Yeah.
we almost had 200 people hang around for us. You fucking losers. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for being here. As I reorganize everything, I literally had to restart the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I had to restart the fucking thing. And blah, 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 blah. Loaded Wrench with $5 says, for the internet bill. Thank you, buddy. Hey, the good news is we're 115 away from chopping this thing down. No, you guys paid a lot of money and have been very generous tonight. And
we got to give you a show.
Yes, and your generosity, we repaid it by absolutely shitting all over everything quality-wise. So there you are. And you want to know the other thing? I closed, in a fit of rage, I closed everything in the Google tabs to restart the fucking computer because I was so mad at IBS. Or OBS and IBS. I'm mad at IBS a lot.
Well, that's what you have to deal with.
It's hurt a lot of good people. But No, I turned off. I was so mad at OBS that I just closed everything down before I restarted. And after I closed down Google, I'm like, oh shit, you know what? I kind of needed that. That was kind of a necessary thing, those tabs, because I had a whole show's worth of tabs ready to go. Matt Fields with 199 says, I ain't afraid of no go BS hosts, he says. Phage Lives with $5 says, Aaron, is this your first time streaming? You would think, wouldn't you? You would think. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, 115 away from tonight. You guys have done an amazing job. Mark Atkinson says $120 and he'll restart the stream. He's holding it for ransom. I'll give you guys 35 minutes of overtime. I'll even give you that 5 minutes back for that fucking shit. What is that, by the way? We have so not figured out technology yet, because I restarted my computer. There was something magical in the restart that made the OBS start working again.
Did you update it in the interim?
No, I updated it once it started crashing. Like, once it started crashing, I just went, oh, well, fuck it. I'll just update it then and see if that works. And it didn't.
Was there an update?
There was, and I updated it, and it didn't work. But then I restarted the computer.
You updated it, and then you restarted the computer, so that kind of cleared the cache and the memory, and that just kind of...
Just tell me I'm pretty. Just tell me I'm pretty.
You're a pretty girl.
Thank you. Just everyone tell me I'm pretty, and we'll be fine. There were so many good stories that I had, too, and I don't have them in the prep sheets because I saved the prep sheet before I left.
I think my daughter thought I was yelling to her.
I'm going into my history, and hopefully there's no porn in it. That would be awkward. Here we go. Oh, yeah, look at all these links. I got all my links now. Holy shit, a lot of NFL playoff picture links. Here we go. No, go back to my history. I wanted to open up more than just that, you twat. Hey, guess what, guys? You're going to get to watch me reopen all of this shit in real time. Aren't you lucky? Who's the luckiest boy in the goddamn fucking world? Say you, Johnny. Say you.
Well, me, because I've learned how to do all of this from you.
You're the luckiest boy in the world. Here we go. Here's a story about a fat guy. I'm excited about that one. Here's a story about a cunt. I'm excited about that one. So
these are all something you can relate to.
All of them, yes. I can relate to all of them. The Gavin Newsome thing, did I want to do that tomorrow? Or was I doing that tonight? It looks okay. Looks like I was doing that tonight. That seems like something I'd hold for tomorrow. But okay, I think we've got all of our stuff. I think we're ready to go. And I think we have an awesome show for you tonight. And I also think we're going to not only knock out that goal, but every time we go over, we're going to give half of it to Johnny.
And that'll be great.
That'll be the nicest thing that anybody could do. Okay, I got to find my Anthony tweet here. Here we go. So Anthony had something to say about the Bill Burr thing. The Bill Burr and his wife, know, her giving the finger
flicking off the president.
Yeah, giving Trump the finger at UFC 295. And as usual, Anthony did not hold back. And it was quite entertaining. By the way, thank you to Hobo Chili Recipe with $4.99 says, hey, fat ass, stop sitting on the internet. Your tubbiness is causing seismic shifts in this show. See, now, Johnny, I ask you something. Is that nice?
Is it inaccurate?
That's not what I said. Rebel Fluff says, also, Aaron, you're a boomer-level computer user. Look up one tab for fuck's sake. What do you mean, one tab at a time? No. That's markedly inefficient.
I would advise you to kind of run in maybe a smaller cluster of tabs. I mean, you keep the whole sheet up there. So
I have right now. Okay, you tell me if this is too many tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that too many tabs? Too many?
Are any of them video?
I have the live stream tab for both Rumble and YouTube.
Okay.
I have the chats for both Rumble and YouTube. I have PayPal notifications, and then 5 story links.
It doesn't seem like it should be too much, but then again, I don't know what you're running for a CPU and how much memory you're rocking. But
I'm
for
using
me, that
right now.
sounds easy.
Right now with OBS and Zoom and everything else, I've got 10% CPU usage.
All right, so whatever it is, it's good. And then, your memory usage, as long as you're not taxing that too hard, it sounds fine.
All right. Barry Bostwick says, "Did you press Control-Alt-Delete?" Perfect. Concrete Pete says, "Not if you're watching porn, am I right?" Hey, this guy gets it. All right, guys, let's get into some things, and then you guys are more likely to give us a whole bunch of money to which we'll use to keep our business running. And you guys are we're only halfway through the show, and you guys are at 110, so thank you for your contributions. So Anthony decided to weigh in on the Bill Burr, Nia, Donald Trump thing, and it was pleasing to read as a longtime O&A fan. It was pleasing to read his take on it because sometimes as a fan, you have these conspiracy theories about the way things are, about like the show you like. And a lot of the time, you're out of your fucking mind. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not in the room with these people. You're an idiot. But then once in a while, you hear one of the hosts address something and you go, holy shit, that's exactly how I thought it was. That's great. Now, Anthony tweeted this about the Bill Burr, Donald Trump thing. "I certainly learned what an overbearing piece of shit this woman was years ago when she made Bill cut all ties with me. Don't be fooled by his tough guy persona. This woman runs every aspect of his life. Notice how his comedy has changed since he's been with her."
Well, that wasn't something. That was something that either you or someone else had said in the chat this morning.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's look, I'm not the first person to say it. I mean, this woman has softened him. He has to tiptoe around this woman. He has to be careful about what he says because she'll chastise him and everything. Now, look, it's one of two things. Either he bows down and he yields to this woman because it's not worth the fight, which I think a lot of guys can understand, or genuinely he loves this woman. And I know people hate thinking this. He genuinely loves this person and he wants to make them happy. So he tempers his act. And
So he gives that up. And
yes, he gives certain things up to be with her. I don't believe that. Bill Burr strikes me as the kind of guy who's a very angry dude and who gets frustrated probably very, very easily, and thus probably suffers in silence a lot when it comes to this woman.
Where would you get that idea?
Well, Loaded Wrench says it's a reverse Will and Jada situation. You don't feel the way Bill Burr has felt about women and all this different shit for years and years, and then all of a sudden you go, well, I'm married. I'm just going to change everything I believe, and I'm going to soften quite a bit. Now, he also, let's not forget about his other wife, Disney. He could have gotten some of that Disney and Netflix money, and that could have tempered the act too. You can't go be 2009, 2010 Bill Burr and get the deals that he gets.
No.
So, I mean, that's
But then again, I honestly, though, Disney did kind of pick him because they wanted the character and him playing it to be kind of more of a rough, gruff kind of a thing.
Well, I will say this is why I always respected and was a bigger fan of Louis C.K. more. That and he jerked off in front of people. I thought that was brave. But no,
Yes, so brave.
This is why I always respected Louis C.K. more. Louis C.K. was grinding and grinding until almost 50 years old. And then he finally waited for the opportunity where they would let him do it his way. And then he got to do it, and he did it his way. And look, man, part of me feels, if I may be a conspiracy theorist, that's why they let Louis C.K. go down for that. I mean, you see the way Hollywood protects people if they need to. You see the shit people are allowed to get away with. Roman Polanski brutally raped a 14-year-old girl, and they let him make Hollywood movies. Good ones, too, actually. But they let, what's his name? Woody Allen has been accused of horrific things from his adopted daughter. Or no, his actual daughter, I think, not the adopted one.
No, didn't he marry the adopted one?
He married the adopted one, and then the other one has accused him of some fucked up shit. And they let people do movies with him all the time. It's when they feel threatened by these guys, or when they feel that this guy's got too much power for what he is. Like, Louis C.K. didn't compromise his stand-up at all. Louis C.K. didn't compromise the way he spoke or the way he wrote his show at all. So when a couple of girls who were up to no good started making trouble in his neighborhood, he got one little fight, and his mom and his owners got scared and say, "We're taking your TV show and we're yanking it off the air." Hey, you know what? That wasn't bad. So anyway, Bill Burr plays ball. Bill Burr gets Mandalorian. Bill Burr gets Breaking Bad. Bill Burr gets Better Call Saul. Bill Burr gets Netflix specials out the ass. Louis C.K. still has to self-produce his own shit if he wants to put it out there now. And he gets protested everywhere he goes. And is it because Bill Burr is that much more scary fucking talented than Louis C.K.? I'm sorry, but we've all watched Louis' TV show. Louis has more talent in his little finger than Bill Burr has in his whole fucking body. I mean,
well,
Louis,
just from the stance of how Louis has defended making horrific jokes, and then someone would say to him even like, "Hey, what if someone made those jokes about your kid?" He'd be like, "Oh my God, I'd think they're horrible and atrocious and I'd hate them." He's like, "But someone else would think they're funny." And it's just, I feel like that's a rare attitude to have.
Yes.
And I would think with just the way he's curtailed his attitude, I would say, I don't know that Bill Burr necessarily still has that just kind of mentality.
Exactly. And I think it's actually kind of unfair to say that it's all her fault. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's unbearable. And that shit with Trump was so cringe. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of factors that have changed Bill Burr. Number one being, there's a lot of guys who, you know, it's the old, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I mean, name me one guy. I mean, we can name one right off the bat, but name me a guy who stayed successful his whole career and never compromised. Carlin, and who else? Hicks doesn't count. He died early of cancer, so he got to die a hero.
Johnny Carson.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you Carson, too. Carson. Because when they gave Carson shit, he quit.
Yeah.
When they
He
told
said, "Fuck off, I'm done." And then they found out they couldn't replace him so easily.
Right. When they said, when they started fucking around with Jay Leno, Johnny went, "Oh, no, you're not going to fucking weasel me out the door. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. In a year, I'm out." And they went, "Wait, what?" He went, "Yeah, fuck you." Richard Pryor got sick, so he couldn't go out on his shield. I mean, Carlin's the only one.
He went out on the Blue Cross shield.
Yeah, Lenny Bruce. Someone says Lenny Bruce. No, Lenny died of an overdose, didn't he? I'm pretty sure Lenny Bruce died of an overdose in a bathroom. Chappelle, yes, Chappelle didn't compromise. That's another one, and it looks like
yeah, Chappelle said "fuck you" and walked away from the whole thing.
Chappelle said "fuck you," walked away. You know, I think it's really unfortunate what happened to Louis C.K. because I think other people who they could control easier and who didn't write all their own shit like Louis did, they defended people for worse. And they didn't defend Louis. They let him go down for that because they went, yeah, you know what? We can't really own this guy's stuff and we can't really tell him what to do. He has ultimate control. He's been winning Emmys.
Drug overdose.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a drug overdose? I thought so. But yeah, I think...
so wait, Patrice O'Neal, though, because didn't he die of like a heart attack or something?
But he died of, diabetes, a stroke. So that doesn't count either because he didn't get to, play out the whole thing.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I just thought that Anthony's take on that was very interesting. And I'm inclined to agree with him that, yeah, she probably has played a part in Bill's softening, so to speak. But I think you could also say I personally believe it's a combination of age, success, money, the wife, fatherhood, all that stuff. Just kind of softens you.
Chef Low F word saying Dangerfield, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, but was Dangerfield, despite his name, was he dangerous? Was he like cutting edge? And I mean,
I think he was always kind of accepted.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always the darker, more crass humor, but I think he was always, like, again, publicly accepted.
Yeah, I'm talking about guys who pissed people off, who pushed the boundaries, and stayed that way forever. I mean, Carlin was just an animal. Carlin was just force of will. You couldn't stop him. People say like, this so-and-so doesn't give a fuck. Carlin legitimately didn't give a fuck. I mean, in the most literal form.
Entire show one time.
Yeah. I May Jerk Off says Kumia never forgave Burr's wife for attacking him in Times Square. No, sir, I don't believe that was Nia Burr. By the way, some people have the audacity to mispronounce Nia Burr's last name. They put a G in it instead of a B. Can you believe that?
I don't know why they would do that. It seems horribly inaccurate.
Guys, it's Nia Burr, B-U-R-R. Her last name is not Gurr. That's not appropriate. I mean, that's not even a real last name, as far as I know. So please, guys, if we could, for the last time, if we could correct the record.
We knew another Gurr, didn't we? Like, didn't we know like a Nicholas?
Right, but that's a different family. If she would have married Nicholas, then Nicholas and Nia would have lived happily ever after.
Maybe she's keeping her maiden name. Maybe that's her maiden name. Maybe Burr met a Gurr and it was love at first sight.
I'm not doing this.
What?
I refuse to play this game.
What? They got together? Couldn't you imagine the wedding of Burger?
Oh, I forgot about the Burger wedding.
Yeah, the Burger wedding could be great.
Do you remember when, or it could be, it could also be the Gerber wedding. Whoever you want to put first. But you're right. The Burger wedding would have been a really wonderful experience. I think everyone would have had a great time at the Burger wedding.
Yeah. Just everyone, meeting, catch up before they get on with the ceremony.
Do you remember when Kristen Wiig married a Gur?
No.
Yeah, you weren't at the Wigger wedding?
No.
Oh.
I have not seen the Wigger wedding.
Do you remember when that Asian guy married into the Gur family, Mr. Chi? Chigger. The Chigger wedding.
Oh, not the Chigger wedding.
No, the Chigger wedding was we all remember that was a disaster. An unmitigated disaster. Michael B says, OBS take a shit again. No, it's not going to take a shit now. You are locked in, my friend.
I thought he was saying OBS, like, was he asking? So I was subtly, like, switching my things and checking my stuff, being like, all right, let's just make sure.
No, he's begging for it because of this joke.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, Victor says, do you know what they served at the Burger wedding?
What did they serve at Burger wedding?
Hot dogs, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's ironically not what I expected.
Oh. Did you see when one of the guys from Lips Inc. married a Gur?
No.
Yeah, that was the Gur Lips wedding.
Gur Lips.
Gur Lips. Because you see it's a little. All right, guys. Look, if you don't want to knock out the rest of that 110, I suppose you don't have to after all of that. But boy, howdy, are we close. Thank you guys very much for your support. The Streamlabs, the PayPal, all of that stuff is up in the chat. Thank you very much for your support. All right, now somebody sent me this story. They put it in the Toe Boys page. Somebody else real quick.
The Toe Boys page.
Chef Lou F Word sending the studio line text says, didn't Rob Reiner and his friends bleep the little girl from Poltergeist? And she died a few days later. I don't remember that being a rumor. If you could find me on something, find that. God damn it, hobo chili recipe. Scenes from when Aaron was trying to reboot his computer. Hobo, that is a large, fat, blue-haired lesbian, topless, with giant fat rolls in front of a gay pride flag sitting at a computer. That is not me. That is not an actual picture of me, hobo.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you remember when Mr. Burr married Mrs. Gurr? Mr. Cheese Burr?
Oh, no.
You remember the cheeseburger wedding?
No, I don't remember the cheeseburger wedding.
The cheeseburger wedding was a sight to be seen. Some people say it was a little cheesy, but I thought it was romantic as all hell. I loved the cheeseburger wedding. Are we rewarding them or punishing them? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to follow the cheeseburger wedding, but everything I come up with has holes in it.
It's all racial slurs too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be honest. Well, this next story came from the Towboys page. I'm just going through more jokes that people have in there.
Oh, of the wedding?
They're not getting any better. I'm just letting you know. So, the Dumney family did not marry with the Gurr family, Kip Smith. I don't remember the Dumneys and the Gurrs ever getting together. The Dumney... That was a wedding that never happened.
I don't know. I could have swore I saw an invitation. I'm trying to think.
From the Dumneys or the Gurrs?
The Dumneys.
Okay. You were invited by the Dumneys. I understand.
Yeah, I don't know though. I can't be positive. I didn't keep the invite because it was weird. It was white and it had a burning cross on it.
That is strange. Yeah, but I went to that too. But I
message.
was really mad when I found out it was a wedding.
I thought there were going to be magic tricks. I mean, you don't have a grand wizard and not bring a deck of cards.
Hey, Ryobi, call in like 2 minutes.
Because after everything that's happened today, after all we've been through.
Oh, I don't deserve the generosity that we get from these fans.
What legit show would this be? If we had the
Hey, look, if we become a legit show again, then I'll tell you. But until then, it's fucking amateur hour over here. All right. I'm ready for Ryobi now when he has a second. So this next story came to us from the Towboys page, and people were confused. The fans of the show were confused. They said that this was me. They didn't know that I needed to be rescued from a house, to which I said, you guys, that's not me. And you'll see what I mean when we play this story. Give it just 1 second. Let's maximize this here. See, Johnny, if you can tell where the listeners maybe went wrong in all this. First, let's go to Ryobi real quick, and then I don't want to jump into this first. Ryobi, what's going on?
I'm at the greatest wedding ever. I may have been drinking.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm at the. Yeah, it's a Wee and Gurr, and they have M&Ms everywhere. Light brown ones, of course.
Oh, the Uyghur. You're at the. You got invited to the Uyghur wedding?
Yeah, it's W-I is the one, and then Gurr. You know.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
thank you. The Uyghur.
It's Wigger.
Yeah,
I'll help you out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you,
Thanks.
Ryobi.
Bye.
All right.
M-
Subtlety dies on Steel Toe. All right, let's see if you guys can figure out where the audience went wrong in thinking that I was indeed the one rescued from the house. Oh my God, look at that fucking growth on this woman's head. Do you see what I see?
That look familiar to anybody?
Oh my God. That thing looks like it has its own zip code. What is that?
I don't know. Didn't you have one of those? That's like a head nipple.
That's not a mole. I had a mole on the top of my head. That's like a weird tumory, fatty deposit, weird thing that she's got on her. That thing's got a smiley face on it.
Dude, I couldn't live with that woman without having almost like some sort of need to have that excised and removed. Like, I couldn't be around that. Eventually, at some point, somebody has to do something.
One of the most satisfying things when I was a kid, and this was really sad because my dog was old and dying, but he had these sores that would sprout on the top of his head, and they would crack and bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes these big growths coming out of his head. And he had this special super dry powder that the vet gave us to heal the bleeding from the sores. And I would get to pump the powder onto the head wound and to watch it like coagulate the blood and like dry it out was one of the most, it's a weird thing, but it was one of the most satisfying things I ever remember doing. Just like quick-creating the wound with powder was a very satisfying thing to me.
I'm gluing my dog.
I mean, it was just these black crusty scabs that would crack on the top of his head and they would start bleeding. And I would grab the powder and I'd go poof, poof. And the white powder would cover the sore and it would like absorb the blood. And then everything would be solid again. I was in wonderment as a child that they made such medical advancement for dogs. Well, anyway, I want to see her head wound crack open. And I want to put that same powder inside of it, but there needs to be black crusty scabs on it, or it doesn't count as much.
Sweet Jesus, man.
Am I fucked up?
I don't know about fucked up, but that definitely ain't normal. Let's just say that.
That's not normal that when I see that, I think of my old Cocker Spaniel's head sores, and I want to put powder on her bleeding, scabbed over sore.
I'll say in a weird way that is quasi-normal. It's a personal experience. You're relating it to something, the closest thing you have. I'll give you that.
Okay.
But then where you need it to be like, what was it before? It needs to be black and
scabbed over, but then cracked and bleeding. Like there's a canyon crack in it. There's blood in there. And then I spray. Yeah. I need to put the powder on the blood so that it coagulates and crustifies with the rest of the scab.
I need the blood, Lord.
Give me the blood.
The powder on the blood.
Give me the blood, Eli, so I can kill my dog. And the only reason we got that powder is because the vet didn't want to put the dog down while I was there because I felt so bad. So he like gave us the powder and was like, give the dog a couple weeks, then bring him in and we'll put him down because he's clearly suffering. But I was like 10. I didn't want my doggy to die. All right, let's continue on with this story now that I've sufficiently bummed everybody out and grossed them out with my scab powder.
They take pork chop away from me.
It's been heartbreaking for Kelly Jacobson. Her pork chop estimated.
See, now, this is where the audience fucked up. They sent me this story and they said, Aaron, you got rescued from that home. And I had to tell them that's not me. That's a giant 400-pound pig.
So wait a minute. She's crying saying they took my pork chop away from me?
Yes.
And that's pork chop?
That would be pork chop.
That animal can't walk.
We show Patrick Melton a little respect. He's struggling. He's been overfed for far too long.
Patrick Melton's wife is a feeder, and I don't mean that in any way, but the terminology by the people who are messed up that have to have like the fat obsessed people. That
poor pig needs a stick to wipe its ass. So just try to be nice if you could.
400 pounds was led away not easily by animal care and control Thursday night during an eviction in Northwood Village. Officers concerned about the animal's weight and overall health are now looking.
Its fucking feet can't touch the ground because the belly scrapes first. Yeah. I think we need to take your pig away from you.
To gain custody.
And I fought a lot of people.
God, no offense. She just has a messed up head and face. She's got a big bug sore on the side of her head. She's got a big skin tag on her nose. This woman's a mess. Lesbian question.
I can understand why she has the pig.
Yes.
For a long time to keep him. And people are taking him away from me.
And it does appear.
You couldn't clean up a little bit for the cameras? Like you just had to come on looking like your raggedy ass self?
That this is not the first time.
It was quite a distraction. I do know that. They heard it across the street squealing.
Surprised is one way to describe reactions in the neighborhood to an animal many are not used to seeing.
They're sentient beings. They're just incredible. They're so misunderstood.
Annette Robleski.
We're not talking about pit bulls. It's not like it ate your kid. It's just a big, fat, slovenly thing that lays around in mud all day. Pigs are
they
not...
hunt truffles. Ooh, wow, magical.
I'm looking for my truffle pig. They're not residential area suburban pets. I'm sorry. You have to be out in the country. They need space. They can't be around people. Their shit smells worse than any shit you've ever smelled before. It's awful. So,
and they need constant exercise because they eat like you wouldn't believe.
Right. They're pigs. They're literally pigs.
He runs a pig sanctuary called Laughing Pig about 2.5 hours away in Central Florida. She says pigs like pork chop can be helped.
It's going to be a long process. So if he can't walk, he doesn't have that activity level to exercise, but it will come in time.
You'll literally have to take the pig. You'll have to starve the pig.
You'll have to, you have to feed him empty food, like empty calories.
Like a lot
that way
of
he
celery.
burns off. And then you got to start slow, water aerobics the pig. And then after that, we can get him onto the treadmill. And then finally, the rehab is back out in the field. Don't worry, it's only like a year and a half of bringing this pig back to normal, just in time to kill him, cook him, and eat him for dinner.
Right, just in time to get him ready for harvest. Green Aaron. Why isn't Green Aaron green anymore? Green Aaron, you got to become. If you're not Green Aaron again, I can't make you Green Aaron anymore. The hell? Nebo says laughing pig is what they call Aaron when he walks into a comedy club. You see, Johnny, this just gets mean-spirited. It's not fun for me. Still a lot of people being meanie heads at me. I don't appreciate it. I really don't. I feel, you know what I feel? I feel bullied. And bullying is wrong. Boys and girls, we are 110 away, and we are 25 minutes from maybe bringing out this thing, but hopefully not. Remember, the new rule is MSO wins if this comes out. But if we KO that 110 in the next 25 minutes or so, then we can declare victory and this thing doesn't see the light of day. You guys have been crushing today goal-wise. We appreciate that. Everybody who's left from our technical snafus, hit like, hit subscribe, all that stuff. We appreciate it. It's very cool of you to do that for us. How's the Monday Night Football game going?
I have no idea.
NFL scores. Oh, the Broncos are beating the Bills 9-8. God, the Bills suck this year. And we have to play the Broncos next. I want them to be beaten and demoralized and feel like shit. But 9-8 is an ugly score. As Jim Ross would say, bowling shoe ugly. That one. Yeah. I don't know who I'm rooting for in that because the Bills losing kind of makes me happy and watching them struggle. And because it's been too easy for them the last couple of years.
But you don't really have anything in that. I mean,
no,
none of them are your teams.
No, not at all. And Denver, I'd like to see Denver lose just because they'll be more hopeless when we play them next week. But I think we can beat them either way. 9-8 is a rough one, though. All right, as I was saying, 110 away. Everybody chip in, become members, throw super chats, Rumble rants, PayPal, Streamlabs, etc. Here's the links in the chat. Everybody go and get us to 0. We also said that any amount we go over tonight's goal, because Johnny's filling in so generously today and putting up with all this technical horseshit, half of everything we go over will go into Johnny's pocket today. So if you want to reach down and be generous, we appreciate it. A 440-pound man. No, not me. He's a guy from Italy. He and I look nothing alike. A 440-pound man apparently murdered his girlfriend over breadcrumbs in bed.
Who made the breadcrumbs?
Oh, come on. If the 440-pound guy killed his girlfriend because she was leaving crumbs in the bed, he's the biggest.
It's the best story in the world.
He's the biggest piece of shit ever. I mean, I've met people with no self-awareness, most streamers, but a 440-pound man who kills a woman because she has bad food etiquette, that would take the cake for me. But it wouldn't take the cake for long. He would steal it and eat it.
I was going to say there wouldn't be any cake left. I mean,
well, this is going to make you mad. A 440-pound Italian man convicted of viciously knifing his girlfriend to death during an argument over breadcrumbs in bed has been freed from prison after serving only a year due to a court ruling that the high-calorie diet served in the facility could kill him. So now in prison, they give you basically, you know how MREs may not be the tastiest stuff in the world? Although I've had them before. I enjoyed them. You know how MREs may not be the tastiest thing in the world, but they have a shitload of like calories and
yeah, they're meant to be like if you're going to eat one meal and get through a lot in a short course of time. Like, yeah.
It's supposed to sustain you in case you don't get anything else to eat that day. Well, in prison, they kind of do a similar thing because they can't have people going on hunger strikes and starving to death in jail. It looks bad. So the problem is with this 440-pound dude, they felt that the meals that they serve this guy in prison would end up killing him because there are too many calories in it and he's already a fat fuck. To which I say, A, can't you just put him on some kind of a meal plan? Or B, let the fat fuck die then.
Yeah.
Like he kind of put himself in that spot. I mean, he can exercise a little more. There's other guys in there who weigh 300 pounds, I'm sure, and they eat the same shit.
Do we not have a history of people in prison like getting buff because one of the few things they have to do is work out?
Well, yeah, and the stronger you get, the more it protects your booty hole. You know? You got to protect that booty hole. Sad Boy gifting a membership to Aristocock TX. I'm so glad Aristocock has one. Hey, by the way, guys, we're about 10. I think that puts us at 10 members away from that beautiful 600 number. So thank you very much if you want to gift more of those. Dimitri Fricano, 35, from Biella, Italy. Brutally slaughtered 25-year-old Erica Preti while the pair were vacationing in Sardinia in 2017, stabbing the woman 57 times after she chided him for leaving too many crumbs in the hotel room bed. You talk about a guy who's on a hair trigger. You talk about, something tells me the crumbs weren't the reason that he stabbed her 57 times. I feel like the crumbs may have been a conductor of the electricity that had been building.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back, or this place, the fat guy's gut.
Yes. And by the way, she just wanted a night where her big, fat, fucking obese bag of shit husband didn't leave a bunch of itchy and scratchy crumbs in the bed while she was trying to sleep. This poor woman already had to sleep next to a gelatinous blob of shit for the rest of her life. God bless her for it. But the one ask that she had while this big, sweaty, greasy, stinky, bloated mess lie next to her, the only kindness she asked from him was don't eat in bed and leave a bunch of crumbs all over the place.
She gets breadcrumbs in her twat and it causes a yeast infection. It's just horrible.
And when she felt the right to get mad because this fat sucker had left those fucking crumbs in that bed again, he thought it was reasonable to respond with stabbing her 57 times. And now this fat asshole is getting out of prison because he's too fat.
So you're saying he stabbed her 57 times, once again showing clear impulse control issues.
Yes. Yeah, you couldn't even control your impulses on that one, fatty. Fricano tipped
Is there moderation in anything with you?
Fricano, yeah, you couldn't even stab her 3 times. It had to be 57. Maybe if this guy stabbed her 3 times and chewed 57 times instead of vice versa, we wouldn't be in this position we're in.
Exactly.
Stab her 3 times, chew 57 times, you wouldn't be such a big fat fucker. Now, Fricano tipped the scales at 260 in 2019 when he was sentenced to 30 years on a murder conviction. But because of delays caused by COVID, he did not begin serving his term until April of 2022. Over the past year, the inmate's weight had ballooned to more than 440 pounds, getting him released from prison on medical grounds. Court ruled last week that the corpulent convict can no longer remain behind bars because he is incompatible with the prison regime. He's too fat for jail. It makes it difficult for him to get around without using a wheelchair or crutches. Oh, he's also a chain smoker. Wow. It's like this guy picked up every bad habit possible so he could get out of jail. That's him, by the way.
That's him?
That's him.
He's
shaped like one of those baskets that snakes come out of when you're a snake charmer.
So he's just allowed to be free even though he's killed people because he's fat?
Yep, just because he's a big fat slob. And there's the chick that he killed. The chubby
chick. Now I'm pissed.
The chubby chaser that he slaughtered. Look at the size of the mouth on that one. Hey,
Dude,
last time I saw a mouth like that, it had a hook in it, huh? She was a cutie.
Now we know why he killed her. She kept Well, of course she's skinny. You don't want to date two fat people, then you're fighting for food.
Right? Well, it doesn't look like he was always that fat. It looks like he got fat. You know, the guilt of stabbing someone 50. At some point when you catch up with yourself, you realize that maybe those 57 times were a little they were a little overkill. If we're being fair. Jack Schaff says Melton is fatter. I mean, yes, but at what point are we bullying? I ask you. At what point are we bullying? All right, guys, 15 minutes until MSO sees this thing and calls it a victory. 110 away from, taking a night where Johnny decided to fill in and piecing together a show and all kinds of OBS problems and still within striking distance of hammering this thing out. 110 away. Let's not bring this thing out. We didn't bring it out this morning. Let's not bring it out today and let MSO feel good about himself. I always feel the show went really well if MSO leaves it feeling like a bag of ass. It's just one man's opinion. Hey, Johnny, good news. The public school teachers union boss, Randy Weingarten, she knows why people are homeschooling their kids more than ever now.
Why?
She's aware. Well, look, some people have found her explanation controversial. I want to tell you that I think she's right on the money. And I think, a lot of you are going to be a little skeptical of what she says because she's not going to take any blame from her organization whatsoever at all. It just so happens to be that the public school teachers are not responsible for any of this in the least. But, I think she's right. These poor teachers have been beaten up enough. The same public school teachers, by the way, who during COVID fought tooth and nail and threatened to strike if they had to go into the classroom and teach the students, even though all of the studies said if you keep these kids isolated and have them at home learning, it fucks up their development and they don't read on time and they fall behind in everything. And that we're picking up we have more kids in slow learning or special needs classes than ever before.
That is true. I'll give them a little bit of a pass early on because there was so much fear mongering about, this is so dangerous, this is so deadly. But yeah, then after that it was no, I'm sorry. Get back in and teach, especially if you're not one of the elderly teachers. It became we're all at risk. Not really. There's different levels of risk.
Yeah, I mean, and this idea that those kids were going to come in, give you COVID and kill you when you're like a 30-year-old teacher in the prime of their life. No, there's no way that you're going to die from going to teach the kids at school. I know the kids will fall mercilessly behind if you don't teach them at school, but you didn't really give a shit about that. So here's what Randy Weingarten thought in regards to what was causing all these parents to homeschool their kids now. There are a wide variety of reasons why families are choosing to homeschool and stick with it, from political and religious reasons to avoiding unsafe situations. The initial set of folks came to homeschooling during the pandemic, largely did so because Zoom school was a complete and total failure for them and their families. But weren't you the ones not only advocating for the Zoom school, Johnny, but weren't they the ones
forcing people to do it when you wouldn't go back?
Yeah, forcing people to do it and aggressively demanding that they not have to go back into the classroom. Again, this is why we should never make peace with any of these people and always remember what they did to us, because they fought us tooth and nail when we said this wasn't a good idea. And now when it comes time to talk about it, they go, oh yeah, that Zoom school thing was a complete failure for students and their families. And it's like, well, that's not what you said when you were sitting there, yelling at us and calling us anti-science and everything for saying the same exact thing.
And some of us were busy making fun of and mocking the videos that were circulating with a surprising number of teachers who apparently well, since I'm not literally there, day drinking is on.
Right. They're just basically admitting right to your face that, oh yeah, the total reason why we wanted this so bad was because we just wanted to sit at home. We didn't want to go back into the classroom. We kind of got used to this staying at home thing. But they wouldn't say it back then. They just said it. They say it now. It's great.
Well, now they're saying it doesn't work and it's not effective because we're like, oh, yeah, we're all going to go teach our kids ourselves. Right. It's not that you're pushing gender stuff. It's not that the grades are continually falling behind. It's that the Zoom stuff didn't work and they're just going to do it at home.
It's exactly what it is. What are you, stupid?
Yeah, but we're not doing the Zoom thing anymore.
Rumble's app made me do this. Says, hey, Zoom school was great for wino teachers. It's about it, right? It's about it. See, that Rumble chat comes up with good stuff from time to time. Orange Boy says, instead of bullying kids for lunch money, Aaron bullied kids for their lunch instead. See, none of this is productive to this particular topic. 10 minutes until we have to rattle the offering plate and try to make our last 110 for the night. I will do 35 minutes of overtime due to all the fuckery with the tech and all that. Also, Johnny, another reason the public school union's director said that parents are choosing homeschooling over public schooling. Do you know what one of the other reasons was?
Racism?
Oh, so you read it. There are black families who say they turn to homeschooling in order to keep their kids away from the school-to-prison pipeline, Stuber said. In other words, my kid couldn't stop stomping on other kids' heads, so I had to just educate him from home. I love how they act like the school-to-prison pipeline is like a Super Mario pipeline that just sucks black kids in for no reason whatsoever. It's just, oh, I was sitting here getting straight A's and studying really hard for my test, and all of a sudden, whoop, 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 a fucking school-to-prison pipeline sucked me up, made me beat the living shit out of one of my teachers until they broke their arms, and now all of a sudden I'm in the school-to-prison pipeline. It ain't that a bitch.
Oh, I'm a little worried that the at-home dynamics that I personally worry lead to the so-called school-to-prison pipeline. I'm worried those don't get fixed with homeschooling. That's all I'm saying.
Well, at least one of them's around, right? Families of color and those with religious affiliations seeking to avoid bullying and racism. Oh, yeah, that's why. It's not because your schools are indoctrinating people or anything like that. It's got to be, all that bigotry that people are trying to escape. There are also families who pull their trans kids out of school to avoid an unhealthy situation where they feel threatened. They said, God, it's just anything to avoid taking
where they feel that trans kids threatened of having a change of heart.
Right. I mean, honest to Christ. I mean, the fact that you're sitting here making all of these excuses for a very simple reason. People are...
You guys suck at your job.
You guys suck at your jobs. The parents don't trust you anymore. Their kids are getting dumber, and they want to give it a shot because you've blown it so fucking bad. Do you know how bad you have to blow it as a teacher that parents who are dying to get away from their teenage kids most days actually are spending more time with them? And these parents look forward to dropping their kids off at school so they get a little me time from time to time. Do you know how bad you have to be at your job that those parents go, fuck that, I got to spend more time with my kid teaching them because these schools are terrible?
Fucking, why not? I'll take a crack at it. I'm tarded, but apparently so are they. What's the worst I can do?
Homeschooling can prevent children from learning about and being exposed to other kids from different backgrounds. Johnny, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube and Twitter and WorldStar of those kids being exposed to all kinds of different things. And, it doesn't always work out for all of them.
I'm just saying some of those kids, they're better off not being exposed to other backgrounds and other things. Let them figure themselves out first before you let them mingle.
Exactly. Apparently, people are starting to notice what we talked about this morning. About San Francisco,
the poop.
Yeah, that they cleaned up all the homeless people. They cleaned up all the vandalism, all the paint, all that shit. People are starting to notice that, hey, guys, it's a little fucked up that you guys decided to start doing this just when the Chinese president decides to come to town.
So it's the same way we cleaned up the border just when Biden's rolling in.
Yeah. It's like, wow, every day of the week, San Franciscans are feeling miserable and depressed and shitty about the way their city looks. And then all of a sudden, a fucking communist dictator comes to town and we're like, hey, guys, the city looks great now. It's like when a person with a really messy car decides to clean it one time for a date. and then over the next week or two, you just watch it slowly regress back into what it used to be.
Oh, we don't even give a shit about this anymore, do we?
Yeah.
Got our head and we're good. All right.
We're done. She sucked my dick in the car. It did the job. $15 from Ethan. He says, not for bread loaves. All right, look, it all goes to Steel Toe Media Incorporated, and then, I get my paycheck, so don't worry, I won't spend any of it on bread. I promise. And $5 from Hobo Chili Recipe. Hobo Chili says Aaron used to threaten other kids that he would sit on them if they didn't divulge their free lunch number. He bankrupted his school district. Thank you, Hobo. Appreciate it. 5 minutes until we rattle the can, and $90 away from knocking out today's goal. So this thing is looking very close. Will we need the offering plate? Will we not need the offering plate? Will that $90 get knocked out? Will it not? We will see. This is a tight one. So apparently the citizens of San Francisco have some questions for Gavin Newsome about why these streets got cleaned up just so goddamn quickly.
I know folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town.
Yeah. Hold on, this won't maximize for me. I'm getting pissed. There we go.
That's true because it's true. But it's also true for months and months and months prior to APEC, we've been having different conversations.
Did he just fucking say? People say, oh, you only got the streets clean for APAC. And we go, oh, that's
true.
Isn't there supposed to be a but after that contradicts that and makes us all feel like he's not a steaming piece of shit?
No, I think what he's arguing is that they've been playing. I think what he's about to try and do, because
that's the end. That was the end of that clip.
I think what he's going to try and do in the rest of that speech is explain. But we've been planning to do this. We've been looking forward to talk about ways to clean up the city. It's just they got implemented now.
Yeah, it just so happens that it just so happens that when China's dictator came here, that's when we actually got the ball rolling. Oh, interesting. Here's another clip from old Gat. I want to make sure the news plays these clips as much as they can. America should get to know this guy because if they don't like slimy, wormy, greasy politicians, they should not like Gavin Newsome.
Anytime you put on an event, by definition, you have people over your house. You're going to clean up the house. You have 21 world.
Okay, but what about the people that lost businesses because people won't go down to those parts of town because you surrendered it to the homeless? What about the people who have lost their living? This is why people are pissed, Gavin, you fucking King Louis motherfucker, is because these people were waiting. They thought they were good enough to clean up the house for. There were people already living in the house, and you let it go to shit. And they were asking you to clean up the goddamn house so they could have their business, so they could raise their families. And you told
some of them have been assaulted. We could have done this before.
Yes, they had to play shit slalom on the sidewalk so that they didn't step in human poop.
They had to get an app.
Right, and it wasn't
be aware of a brownout.
And it wasn't good enough until the president of fucking China came. You did this in a few days. You can do it in another few days after he leaves. But I bet you won't because Soros has paid that DA and a lot of the city leaders a lot of fucking money to make sure it goes to dog shit. Haven't they, Gavin?
Unless he's running for president.
Yeah,
At which point, then all of a sudden, all the state's woes will suddenly patch up just long enough.
That's the depressing part about being Ron DeSantis is like, you had all this momentum and you're America's governor and everybody loves you, so you run for president. You just get the shit kicked out of you. So now you got to go back to Florida like they're the girl you cheated on and go, yeah, I guess you'll do. You and I are fine, right? Like I can still come to bed with you. And Florida
and they'll take you back, but they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
They know you've looked everywhere else.
Florida is the fat wife when he got really hot and like girls started giving him attention. And he's like, fuck, I really want to go hang out with these hotter girls. Do you think my fat wife will let me? And now the hotter girls went, oh no, you're not as cute as we thought you were. We're going to leave you in the dust. And he's like, yeah, but I bet you my fat wife Florida will take me back.
Well, technically, he never left his fat wife, Florida. He just stepped out to see what was in the
right.
market.
He's still with his fat wife, Florida. He just lost his hot wife, America. Don't worry. Your hot wife, America, is getting older and her tits are starting to sag. It's not that great anymore.
leaders. You got tens of thousands of people coming from all around the globe. What an opportunity to showcase the world's most extraordinary place, San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, what a great time to clean up the thing that's been vexing your residents for years.
You know, after literally most of your businesses have shuttered and popular places to go have become like ghost towns and stuff. Yeah, no, now's the time to.
Right.
Shops will come back, I'm sure.
It's what we're trying to say, Gavin. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. You're just killing the game, as the kids say. Well, Johnny, we've got a little less than a minute here. I don't know. I think we'll probably do overtime tonight. We should be able to knock out $90, but we are going to have to bring out the plate to do it. Oh, my God, there's coins in the plate again. Holy shit. So this is going to be, I think now that we don't bring the plate out very often anymore, we've now changed the rules to where if the plate comes out, it is an MSO victory. So MSO, you win tonight. However, we're only $90 away. I'm going to break out the offering plate. I'm going to pass it up and down the rows. I'll tell you this. I didn't know if we were going to come up short tonight or not because we had all those technical difficulties and all that shit. So if you guys want to gift memberships and throw into the PayPal and the Streamlabs and stuff with the links in the chat, I'm here for it, man. I appreciate it. We're going to fire up this music. We're going to take this here offering plate. We're going to fill it up with your coins and dollars and your subscriptions and your memberships and all that stuff. We're going to go on a big rally, and we're going to at the very... Oh, my God. Barry Bostwick says, take it to the limit one more time and throws $100 at us. We take 70 of that, and we're 20 away from tonight. Well, there you go, guys. That was... I mean... That didn't take very long. $20 left. Let's see if we knock out the last of it. Sorry, Citizen M. I guess I'm not going to be as desperate for this one. I hope you can still get a good clip out of it, but this is more of a smiley offering plate one, buddy. Green Aaron. Become Green Aaron again. Says, whoa, a pig. Thank you. It's not a pig, it's a whale. How dare you? That's not some... The pigs are something totally different. $20 away. We're also going to do 35 minutes tonight of overtime instead of the traditional 30 minutes because we fucked around for 5 minutes trying to figure our shit out. So as the offering plate goes down the aisles, everybody throw in a couple of bucks because 20, not that far away from zero. Couple more people deciding to pitch in, and we'll fill this e-beggar offering plate up real nice. You know, I still get a little upset that people call this an ashtray. This was
It does look like one, though.
I get that, but
it's the brown lines.
It's a beautiful handmade offering plate for this lovely program.
Yeah, but until you're sitting in front of it, you can't see it.
Michael B. says, I have a David Chandler Google alert. I just saw he died in a blimp. Well, you know what? Fingers crossed. We have been able to do it without our buddy Chandler for a while now. He's been making his rounds to other programs for the last 2 weeks. It happens. He goes on a rotation, and we do appreciate Mr. Chandler. And we appreciate his generosity whenever he stops by. But right now, it's nice and easy. It's $20, and we got this thing. We've still got 3 minutes to go. We'll knock this thing out, and we'll do an extra 35 minutes. And we get to start that 35 minutes as soon as that last 20 is tackled. So, I don't know. Everybody's just kind of sitting there staring at each other, going, you going to finish up this last little roundup thing? You want to throw it in? Am I throwing in? Oh, and by the way, every dollar we go over, 50 cents of it goes to Johnny tonight for helping out. So let's finish this off because now we're getting into the weird, awkward part where I don't feel like we should lean in too hard over $20 and we should just knock the thing out. Oh, we got to start it up one more time. Here we go.
There we go.
But also, I still got to sit here and finish the fucking thing off, so it's kind of weird. So why don't you guys all decide who the 5-man team's going to be that teams up and knocks the rest of this thing out, and we can fucking call it a night and keep going. Citizen M says, thanks for the content, my man. I might just stop. I might just sit here in silence for 3 minutes, Citizen M. Would that help you? I need to know what Citizen M needs for his videos. Yeah, Chandler is off helping shows that need it more, I think. And he's a generous guy. MSO says, plate is out. I got my win. I'm happy. Yeah, I know. And now it's just been stuck at 20 forever. Come on, let's wrap it up. This is weird. Like, this is really just kind of awkward now as we're sitting at a very easy to take care of $20. There's Front Porch Conservative with 5. There's a little kickstart. He says, here you go. All right, guys. Fucking $20 super chat, $15 on Rumble. We got this thing. It's all taken care of. I want to get back to the content here. Well, you know we're going to knock this out. Because I don't want to sit here with this music playing and me awkwardly holding a fucking thing. There we go. There's our buddy Bandit with $20. And it's done. All right. There we go. That pesky last 20. And Johnny made $2.50.
Yay.
Because we're $5. We're $5 over. Hey, wait a minute. What's his nuts with $20? Says, just get on with the show before I piss myself. All right, so that was 20. Hey, you've made $10 tonight.
That's a wage right there. That's living money.
We're $10 into tomorrow's goal, and we're $10 in Johnny's pocket. Oh, what a rally. Here we go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm going to say? Here's what I'm doing.
What's that?
I'm going to put this in the chat right now. Everything goes to Johnny now.
Oh.
There we go. So anything that comes in now is in Johnny's pocket. Boom.
I guess.
There's all the links in the chat. It all goes to Johnny's pocket. Oh, what? What happened on Rumble?
Well, there's just
$20 from Rumble's app made me do this. Says, according to an AD I see on your Rumble stream page, there is a method only requiring a teaspoon on an empty stomach to burn 10 pounds of fat. Explain the tits, Imholt. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really mean. According to an AD, what's an AD? Oh, an ad. Oh, fucking retard, Aaron. There is a method only requiring
the radio business, huh?
An AD. God, I'm a fucking
What did you guys do between like the songs and stuff?
We did ADs.
Oh.
Yeah. We did a lot of ADs when I was getting out of prison. There you go. Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, add this to Johnny's G-string. All right, Johnny.
Thank you.
We're 20 into tomorrow's goal, but since I decided to give you everything that comes after that, $30 going into Johnny's pocket tonight. They're telling you not to spend it all on trans hookers. I would say don't tell Johnny what to do with his money. How's that?
Yeah, those ones cost more money and they have baggage. It's just no.
Orange Boy says Chandler drops $500. I mean, it would shatter my heart, but it would make Johnny very happy. And really,
oh God, I'd be ecstatic.
Isn't that all that matters? Isn't that all that matters? So at any rate, Johnny made himself a cool $30 this evening. All right, let me open up our overtime stuff. Here we go. Oh, thank you very much, Sandy, for that. By the way, I don't think I thanked Sandy for the 10. I counted the 10. I don't know if I thanked Sandy. All right. Baggage, you mean sackage. Aaron, keep some of the money and buy reading books, says Concrete Pete. Well, no, it was AD ad. He put AD in capital letters, you see. And you see, Johnny, that's what confused me. Was that it was
that you didn't know what an ad was.
You can understand it, right? We've got, as I open these up, I want to let you know tomorrow we have something I'm really excited about. There's a Ryan Cannell, and I know people like Ryan Cannell, like people in the nerd community and stuff, they like Ryan Cannell, but he made an ass of himself in a real funny way yesterday or today. He went off on this person who was claiming that Batman is a fascist, and they were claiming that Batman is a fascist as like a joke, but like being serious, like one of those serious, funny jokes where they're like, yeah, actually, Batman's a fucking fascist. Which, if we're being honest, yes, 100%. That's why I like Batman. Batman plays out our fascist fantasies where we're like, wouldn't it be great if there was just certain situations where like, fuck courts, fuck judges, fuck lawyers, fuck the Constitution. Let's just have a
jackbooted thug coming in to make justice
just
happen.
a jackbooted ninja beating the living dog shit out of people because he caught him doing something fucked up. I mean, we like that. That's great. But then it also teaches you a lesson about fascism that if you lean on it too much, you go fucking insane. Because as much as we all love Batman, I think we can admit this is a broken individual.
Well, I think every character like that interacts with him is always just kind of like, oh, this guy is just that close to going too far.
Right.
And even in the one where they kind of get up his ass about having ways to counteract all of the other Justice League, and then they're like, oh, you made a plan for every member of the Justice League but yourself, and he's like, I have a plan to stop me. He's like, the Justice League, and it's just
that's a good one. That's Doom, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was Doom. He did that. That was a good fucking. I used to own that one. SH gifted a membership to Concrete Pete. Thank you very much. Hey, I like this Kalama guy. Everybody hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, buddy. I don't like that green Aaron. Now he's gray Aaron. He says that whole Dark Knight thing I don't like. See, now that's not me. That's gray Aaron talks like that.
That's not okay.
Cage with $2 says, thank me, cripple.
Thank you, Cage. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank me, cripple. Why can't I read tonight? These people are getting 35 minutes of overtime, and the first 5 minutes has just been an illiterate doofus clearly burnt out on the day.
Yeah, dude, because like I keep hitting this thing, and you're the one who's getting less coherent. This is a portal? What's going on here?
Cockdiff is loyal. He says Adam West is the only real Batman.
Look, Adam West is the original, and no one forgets the OG. But I don't know, man. If you watch some of those comics, the Red Hood one, woo.
I will say this: it's a little too campy for me, to say the least.
I'm a Jensen Ackles fan, so the fact that
I meant like the Burgess Meredith, Cesar Romero, Adam West.
Oh, it's a little... dude, come on, man! Like there's some great episodes where the entire world panel gets turned into dust. They get dissolved into dust, and then they get all mixed up. So it's like everybody in the world everybody who leads the world got reduced to a pixie stick of a different color, and they all got mixed together. What are we gonna do? Batman makes a vacuum that somehow magically sucks up and sorts the powder, and we were able to magically restore all of the world leaders to their natural, normal form.
And he possessed shark repellent, which was always nice. Can we watch the intro before I play this attention-seeking cunt on an airplane? Can we please play the old intro?
Okay.
To the 1960s Batman. 1960s Batman intro. Yeah, with the shark repellent and all that.
Yeah. And the original Batmobile that I so totally want. Oh, God.
Sock. Ow.
Handshake.
How is this not great?
Now I know where the artist for the incredibly gay duo on SNL.
The ambiguously gay duo. Yeah, Robert Smigel was inspired by the 1966 Batman series.
Oh.
By the way, Burt Ward would wear those tight Robin outfits, and you found out that the boy Wonder was absolutely a man because Burt Ward just had a giant cock just sitting in his fucking costume. It's like, could somebody tape that thing or something? There's a giant dick just hanging out of that guy's fucking Robin suit.
It's a grappling hook.
Yeah, there's a goddamn robin's egg hanging out of that guy's outfit, and you guys are doing nothing to conceal it.
Holy one-eyed weasel, Batman. No, that's your cock. Put it away.
Wop. Oh, that's racist.
Well, who do you think he's fighting?
Wait, this wasn't the shark repellent one? Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Where's the? I gotta have the shark repellent one.
Climbing the building.
Got it. Yeah, they're climbing the building.
Fighting. Again, like, I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, but I mean, it's still, like, I don't know, I've watched this shit a lot as a kid.
Looks God. That looks like Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, and he was actually kind of creepy. Oh. But again, I don't know, man. Hey, we had a black Catwoman.
What was her name again?
Fucking if I remember.
Hedy Lamarr?
No, I have no idea.
Who was? Oh, that's gonna bother me.
If you know her name, considering you're like, this show is campy, I can't get it, I'm gonna hate you because I've actually watched it and I'm like, I have no idea who that is.
Hold on, who played Black?
This cannot be real. You can't know.
Catwoman.
If it is Hedy Lamarr, I am gonna hate
Eartha
myself.
Kitt.
Thank Christ. There is a God.
Who was Hedy Lamarr though? Was she in Batman? Austria-Hungarian-born American actress. Okay, why did I fucking know that name? I need to know how I knew who Hedy Lamarr was.
Austrian?
That could be it. She invented Wi-Fi? She was an actress in the 50s or the 40s that invented Wi-Fi?
I thought Wi-Fi was part of... Oh, wait, no, that's Bluetooth. Never mind. Bluetooth is the one that's...
Hedy Lamarr, an Austria-Hungarian-born American actress and technology inventor. She was a film star during Hollywood's golden age. But I've never seen any of these movies that she's been in, so the fact that I know who Hedy Lamarr is troubling.
Is she in Blazing Saddles? Someone said Blazing Saddles, ?
Okay, she was in... Okay, that might be where I know her from. She died in 2000. Let's see. Oh, she could get it back in the day. Good for her. Good for old Hedy. No, it says she was done in 1958.
All right, then. No idea.
She had a career that spanned from the 30s to the 50s. She was outski after that. But I guess she was an inventor, too. How do I... again, we were trying to watch the Batman thing, and then I fucking had a spurt.
You went weird on... Hedy Lamarr.
Carlos says Aaron's film and boxing autism strikes again. Yeah. Hedley Lamarr, not Hedy Lamarr. That sounds like a porn name. So it's Hedley.
Yeah.
Okay. Hedley.
Hedley Lamarr was a character in Blazing Saddles, wasn't he?
So, Hedley Lamarr is different. Hedy Lamarr was the actress I was talking about. Hedley Lamarr is the main antagonist in Blazing Saddles. So, okay, I had it right. I was talking about Hedy Lamarr. And the Blazing Saddles thing, people were talking about Hedley Lamarr. Well, that's just too close to one another. For God's sake.
Her name was made fun of on Blazing Saddles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and like most Mel Brooks jokes, yeah, fucking brilliant. Really
it was
good.
super duper funny in its time. It's just, again, it's a hot joke for that minute. It doesn't age well.
Wait, Eartha Kitt was Catwoman. Are you gonna hate me if I know that Eartha Kitt also sang Santa Baby? I think
Why do you know that?
I think Eartha Kitt did Santa Baby. Eartha Kitt. Yeah, Eartha Kitt, Santa Baby. That's who I'm thinking of. Catwoman sang Santa. You know the song? Boom.
I give you Aaron every morning.
I'm retarded. Oh yeah, you know what I say to that?
What's
I say overtime sound drop battle.
Go fuck yourself.
I've tasted a lot of semen. Oh well, shit.
Mixed breeds, communists, homosexuals, and all other walks of godless degeneracy.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history. But they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. That's not okay.
Who was that?
Okay. That's the clip I sent you of that guy who called Target, the Asian guy who called Target.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thank you for your products because they're
It's here we go. This is sound drop battle.
Right.
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
I'm gonna fuck his ass with a bad spear button.
You want to see my cracker?
You freak, you homosexual, you man lover.
Oh, okay.
I was fixing my coochie lips.
You already did, Santa.
Okay.
No. We're straight. Just marry.
There's the monkey on the front porch.
I'll see that one and raise.
I did not have a missing monkey on my bingo card this morning.
I've been in a punch-up with a dozen monkeys.
Coach, I've got AIDS.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
I pray to the highest heavens, Lord, please do not let this Becky get any purple-headed yogurt slinger from any man.
Wow.
Absolutely none.
Jesus. Johnny, Johnny, do you know who you're dealing with?
Who?
A Methodist and the son of a bitch.
Oh, we're all blown to bits. Mind if I pull the underwear out of my crack?
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
We each get 2 more.
All right, that's fair. I gotta figure out what ones I'm gonna do. All right, here.
Bean counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
All right. Here you go.
Batman's your hero, and you've never met him.
You know, I hate gay people.
All right, I got my last one. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see.
Mary Lipstick.
All right.
If I'd grown up on a farm and was retarded, Bruges might impress me, but I didn't, so it doesn't.
All right, let's see if we can get to the goddamn shark repellent scene that we've been trying to work up to for the last 10 minutes. Where is the cock-sucking shark repellent, you asshole?
You missed the shark repellent?
They didn't have the shark. You know what, though? Here's something for you that'll lift your spirits.
Wasn't this a... Phenomenon.
I don't know why this is funny to me.
I did this the other day on my show because I was talking about a phenomenon.
I don't know why phenomena is still funny to me. It's stupid. It's really stupid.
Oh,
But I
man.
love it.
All right. So why did we even get on the Batman scene?
Because tomorrow we're going to play a clip of Ryan Cannell freaking out at a guy because the guy said that Batman's a fascist.
Oh.
He didn't like that. Not one bit. He thought that was shitty. Red Fox Mad with $4.99. Thank you, buddy. He wants us to play this. It is deer hunting articles. Is your venison infested? Okay. No, it's not. Thank you. And also add another $5 to Johnny's total. Any money that comes in during overtime tonight. We went $20 into tomorrow's goal, but then we're going every dime from then on goes to Johnny. So we're 35 into his offering for today. Okay, I think I'm all... Oh, Jake, thank you for the $1.77, buddy.
Thanks, Jake. Really
I appreciate it. Yo, by the way, Ambivalent Bastard, love In Bruges. You know, I instantly gain a lot of respect for anyone's taste when they say they love the movie In Bruges, because I know that person gets it.
I'll say I liked In Bruges so much that I went and sat through the whole Banshees of Inisherin, which I do say is an all right movie.
Look,
not as good.
I understand people have told me it's good. I watched like the first 15 minutes and I was like, this doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
It's a lot slower, and it takes a little bit more time to build, but it's a little bit darker. But yeah, the whole thing is a lot slower. It's not as good. If you're expecting In Bruges, it's not.
Yeah. It won a bunch of awards, so it definitely jacked Hollywood off the right way. So
you have Colin Farrell playing I'm half retarded hanging out with farm animals. So it's just, yeah.
You put Brendan Gleeson and Colin Farrell together, it's a good movie. All right, let's watch this. Apparently, a Grammy-nominated gospel singer was nearly booted off a Delta flight when she refused to stop performing her new single, which she insisted was her just doing what the Lord was telling me to do. Now, my 2 cents on this are, and I know there's probably some people on the plane and not on the plane who are like, oh, that's so lovely and that's great. Okay, cool. But someone singing on a plane has to be a 100% of the plane is behind this kind of a proposition. It can't be a 70-30 thing because the 30 is going to want to kill the 70. So you can't, I don't care if 3 people in the row next to you think that you singing is just darling. Shut the fuck up and let's get to our destination.
But, I mean, you're just trapped in an airtight pressure tube. I mean,
Yeah. So let's all treat this like grade school. Everybody shut the fuck up, and in a few hours we'll get to leave.
For the love of God, don't fart.
I don't need you to be my pal. I fly with my pal. I fly with my wife. I fly with my partner. We download a couple of movies while we're at the airport. We watch them on the plane. We're good to go. I don't need any new pals. Thank you very much. But let's give her a shot, Johnny. Let's see how it went. And let's see if the people on this plane are just being
Maybe
cunty.
She's really good. You said Grammy-nominated.
Grammy-nominated gospel singer.
Okay.
I'm starting right now on the billboard. I can sit down and I'll sit down, but the seatbelt sign's off.
She said I'm a Grammy-nominated artist, and I have a new single that's charting on Billboard. Bitch, nobody fucking cares. You know there's a guy on that plane who might have performed open heart surgery and saved a little boy last week? We still don't give a shit and we don't want to hear about it. We're going on vacation. So shush. Everybody's somebody to somebody, and we're all nobody to everybody. So just...
The only time we give a shit what any of you do is if one of you is a pilot, and trust me, you don't want us to be in that situation.
Look, man... Name a good singer. If they were on the flight, they were like, do you want me to sing? I'd be like, no, not the time or place.
I mean, Beyonce?
Shut the fuck up, Beyonce. I'm trying to catch up on Law & Order SVU. I'm on season 17. I'm getting there.
But what if Jay-Z's with her? And you can be like, hey, Jay-Z, how about...
Here, I would be as interested to hear somebody sing to me on an airplane as they would be for me to sing to them on an airplane.
Fair enough.
There.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm not a crab on an airplane. I just have my system. I get autistic on a plane. I want to sit.
Oh, really? Just on a plane?
Yeah.
Nowhere else in life.
Not when I'm watching the 1966 Batman trailer or intro. Not then, but I love sitting next to April on the plane, watching movies with her, everything else. My least favorite part of flying is that third seat being unoccupied 5 minutes before takeoff and some asshole dickbag who can't make boarding on time coming in and sitting down right next to me after I had that false hope. That really, I understand that that's nutty.
No, actually, that's fair because that's Minnesota fandom kicking you in the face again. Like, oh, this could be the one. Everything looks right. Everything's great. We're in the 5-yard. Oh, son of a bitch.
Exactly.
Fucked it up again.
And it's always, if I say that I don't mean this is racist, then it automatically means it's not racist no matter what I say. But it's always an obese black lady with a neck pillow. Like one time it was a nice, thin Arab airline employee who sat next to me, and I was fine because we had plenty of room. But when a woman's fucking baking bread in her arms and it's leaking over the armrest, and I got to basically snuggle with April against the window the entire flight because somebody can't fucking say no to second helpings, I get annoyed.
They said no to second helpings, but god damn it, couldn't you have taken Coach?
You've got the fattest neck, and you put a neck pillow on it. It's like it's redundant.
That just seems like it'd be more difficult.
I'm sorry. You know what?
The pillow's fighting hard to hang on.
And now I'm going on vacation in a few weeks here, and I'm just getting bitter. And you know, I don't mean to. This is going to come off bad too, but you wouldn't think that would be the case flying Delta.
I mean, if I booked Spirit, I would have expected such a thing.
Right. Then I'm in their world. I have to do as the Romans do. But on Delta, for God's sake, we get there on time and we don't bring neck pillows. And we don't be fat. That's the rule on Delta.
Do you not remember the Peep Delta commercials from SNL?
Fair. All right, let's watch this. Again, it's taking me 10 minutes to watch one clip. Let's watch. This is bringing just up a lot of bad shit on airplanes. That's all.
The seatbelt sign's off. It's not a disturbance. I was like, you know, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so.
Are you need to be quiet?
I love this fucking guy. I love that he doesn't have like that stewardess tact. He just comes up, are you going to be quiet? Because she's sitting there cocking off about herself. Like, I have a single that's charting right now, and I've kind of reached the next status, and I haven't done this in a while. And he's like, are you going to shut the fuck up? Because none of us care. Like she's doing an Inside the Actor's Studio on an airplane where everyone's like, yeah, we all do shit for a living. Just shut up.
The best part is, so far as I can tell, I don't think anyone asked.
That's what I'm saying. She started an interview that nobody began. She started like doing her biography documentary, but nobody said end action. She just decided to start it herself.
Signs off. It's not a disturbance. I was like, you know, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so.
Are you need to be quiet?
I want to watch him all day. You know who she is? She's Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in Along Came Polly. You know, he's making that E! True Hollywood Story on himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He's the kid from Crocodile Tears with the bagpipes. Did I ever tell you you were funny as hell with those bagpipes? Did I ever tell you that? Actually, Mr. Pfeffer, this is the first time I've ever heard you speak, sir. By the way, another underrated comedy. Hank Azaria, fucking awesome in that movie. He say,
I love Hank Azaria in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
He say, no way, Jose. I am a hippo. He painted spots on himself to be like the leopard, but he fool nobody.
Wow, I've gotten to the next status, so.
Are you need to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please?
I'm not enjoying it. So
this guy's my favorite.
He's just coming at her with all of his white privilege.
Oh, this guy rules.
Status, so.
Are you need to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please?
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well, I'll find that up.
That's a yes or no answer, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question.
Yes, you know, that's the thing about that Jesus is from time to time, he likes to play practical jokes. And his practical joke this time was, ma'am, be a total unreasonable cunt to everyone on this airplane. She's like, really, Jesus? He's like, yeah, it'll be great. Every once in a while.
I love that this is the classic argument between man and woman. I'm asking you a yes or no question, and I'm being vague and confusing.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, I'm being as thorough and as clear as I can be. No, you're not. You're being wildly frustrating. I just want you to answer a yes or no question, and you're giving me passive-aggressive vagaries. If I had the controls of the plane right now, I wouldn't crash us, but I'd go into a steep dive just to scare the fuck out of you in the hopes that you'd get the hint and behave.
Yes or no? I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys. What do you guys think?
Okay. If you're not able to be...
Okay, everyone being quiet, that means they're uncomfortable and they want you to shut the fuck up. It would be great if like an Indian guy, like a culture that doesn't really know like tact and like keeping shit to themselves, would be like, I really do wish that you would be quiet because I cannot enjoy my flight and get excited for my vacation with you yammering on like a banshee.
But more importantly, this guy's actually like a member of the flight crew.
He's the flight leader.
So,
he said he's the flight leader.
So you really can't, just ignore. Why does it seem like ignoring authority is a talent?
To who?
Well, let's just say to two different groups that she belongs to.
You didn't say anything specific.
No.
You just said the two groups seem to be very defiant of authority. And by the way, let's not pretend that if this guy were white, he would be this insistent. If he were white, he'd be scared shitless to confront her like this.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a black guy, and he's like, I've dealt with this shit my whole fucking life, and I am too old to take this shit lying down anymore.
To follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are you able to be quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine.
If that's the case, then it's fine. I'll use that as my out.
I'm about to get a whole bunch of clicks on the internet for this. This is just going to make my album go bigger.
I mean, it
And
will
I'm sure
too.
it did.
People, they definitely Googled her a lot more and checked that out more. And she probably got a few extra downloads out of that whole thing. But God, I mean, just walking up and down the halls, or walking down the row of the plane.
Yeah, the aisles there, that's horrible.
Fucking singing your song. It's shut up, please.
None of us want to hear your crap.
Nobody. Hold on, we got $5 coming in from Red Fox Mad. He's got the shark repellent clip.
Okay.
But we got oh, by the way, we're giving you 5 extra minutes of overtime because of the tech fuckery. Here we go. Oh no, Johnny, Batman is being eaten by a shark.
I would dare to say this is one of those points where April's right. God just doesn't want us in there.
Yeah.
It's not our place.
Batman went into the water for a little bit and he came out with a shark. Am I the only one?
Split second.
Am I the only one who believes Batman shouldn't be in the water? Batman shouldn't be a naval creature.
Yeah, but he's always had a submarine. Like, even in that show, there was a bat sub.
Yeah. Well, Air Force, tank. He's a mobile guy. Now, how are you going to get out of this one, Batman? It's amazing, Johnny, how even out of the water that high in the air, that shark is not letting go of Batman.
Yeah, and I'm amazed that his leg is holding up through all of this with nothing but spandex.
It's not pulling Batman's leg apart or scraping his skin off or anything. That shark's just dug in. Must be anchored
into. And he
into
took a full, hammer fist hit to the snout.
Yeah. So what's going to finally get him off of Batman? He's going body shots. What's finally going to work?
Hand me down the shark repellent bat spray.
Fuck off.
Why is it?
Barracuda, manta ray.
There was one that said whale repellent.
And whale. Oh, Batman's kicking the shit out of him and everything. Robin, hurry up. No time for dilly-dallying. What is that, big cock causing drag?
Probably.
Batman's just pounding the... All right, I don't need a close-up of Burt Ward's cock, thank you.
He'll watch that part later.
God damn it, Robin. Would you hurry up with the cock-sucking bat spray? Batman's definitely severed an artery by now.
Yeah. This is the one that got him the gig.
Yeah, you gotta hire this Ward kid. He takes it in the ass like a champ. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's spraying the shark with the shark repellent. Oh, and then the shark. Oh, my God. Oh. Did that shark just break into a million pieces when it hit the water?
I feel like he killed that shark with the repellent. Batman's supposed to be non-lethal.
Jesus. Batman won't kill a person, but he'll fuck a shark up to death. Are you kidding? Ambivalent Bastard says, who the fuck is flying the helicopter? There were a lot of questions that didn't get answered in that old series.
Yeah. Again, I still want to know what you need whale repellent for. Like, how many times are you getting attacked by a whale?
You know, Batman's maybe got to start considering that maybe he's kind of an invasive cunt to these aquatic wildlife that they keep biting him this way.
Yeah, you are out of your element. You're an aerial creature. Stick to the skies.
Roots Calhoun says, did it explode? Ha ha ha, classic. I know. Like it just kind of hit the water and blew into 1,000 pieces like it was glass. I don't know. Was it liquid nitrogen that he was shooting onto the shark and then he just shattered? I mean, BJ says, I bet Batman has some repellent spray when he's in South Central Gotham. Fucking dicks. I'm sorry,
yeah, it's
Johnny.
Ward's dick.
Go ahead, Johnny. What were you saying?
No, I don't even know anymore. I'm lost on the N-word repellent spray and the fact that we're still trying to figure out why a shark exploded when it hit the water.
Rumble's app made me do this with $5 on Rumble. Says, at the risk of breaking kayfabe, Johnny is awesome and Aaron is chubby and mid. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy. I do appreciate it. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. We took care of all of it. Except the California pilot that's been indicted after he allegedly threatened to shoot the captain of the plane he was co-piloting multiple times, saying if the pilot diverted the plane, he was going to shoot him in the head.
Oh, yeah, for like a fucking medical emergency or something.
I think being a pilot's one of those jobs where, like, without warning, one day you just snap. And it's just, you don't even know it's coming. You're just like, if you fucking pull this plane out before we reach our destination, I'll fucking shoot you. And he looks at you and you go, dude, I'm sorry. I have no idea where the fuck that came from.
It is literally the most complicated bus driver gig.
Yeah, right?
In the world.
All right, man, we're getting out of here. Johnny, I'll see you bright and early in the morning at 6 a.m. Central.
Yes, you will.
And to the rest of you, thank you very much for making this a very good night. We appreciate your patience and your support with all the technical difficulties we had, and we'll try it again tomorrow. Take it easy.